Hey guys, what is up? Hope everybody had a good Thursday in the NBA. Only 3 games, so it's a little hard to pick people, but hopefully everyone did pretty well. We'll be doing a recap of last night and look ahead to today's games, Friday the 20th. We got 11 games today, so I got you like usual, got you a cash game and a 50-50 lineup. So let's get into last night's games. So I finished with the 290. Not too bad. It cashed, and in most 50-50s and double ups and everything like that. So let's get into it. So Steph Curry, um, it looked like early he wasn't gonna do good because he got 2 early fouls, so didn't really play much of the first quarter. But he definitely just picked it up in the fourth quarter. Guy 58.2, amazing from him. He's been one of the best players in the NBA this year. So yeah, he got you 58.2. Next was Austin Rivers. So I kind of yeah, Chris Paul kind of screwed me a little bit. Um, he was still game time decision at lineup lock, so I picked Austin Rivers because I thought he'd start and Paul would sit out. That was not the case, so that sucked a little bit. Plus, in a big tournament, Paul was only 0.6% owned because everyone thought he was going to be out. So yeah, so he kind of messed up the lineups a little bit. So that's why I went with Rivers. Thought he was going to start, but obviously he did not. Still got you 19.1, but he was definitely not my choice if Paul was starting. So a little disappointing there. Next was Jamal Crawford. He also got into foul trouble. A lot of the Golden State and LA people got into a lot of foul trouble. Still got you 22. Expecting a little bit more from him, but I'll take it from Jamal. Next, I went with Klay Thompson. I never usually go with Klay Thompson. Got a 29.6. While Curry was out, Thompson had to step it up a little bit, hit some good threes. So pretty good night from Thompson overall. Next one with Andre Iguodala. Tried to get Barnes, but just did not have enough money for him. Iguodala, he had an okay game. He didn't really have anything until I think the fourth quarter when he hit 2 threes, brought them back just a little bit, and they finally took over. He only got 20.3, like I said. Expect a little more, but it is all right. Next was LeBron James. For me, was the disappointment of the night. He still got you 42.8, but was expecting a bigger game from him. He was sharing the ball a lot and getting rebounds, so not too bad from him. I will take it. Next was Chris Bosh. This was a definitely good matchup for him because Cousins got suspended, so Bosh worked good down low. Got you 43.2. Next was Kevin Love. Milwaukee's terrible against power forwards. He went off for 41.5. Very good night for Kevin Love as well. Next, I went with Costa Kufis because Cousins was out and this was a GPP lineup. I thought he'd do a little more. He had foul trouble, plus he was sharing the minutes with Cauley Stein. So Kufis didn't really do anything at all. So kind of a dud pick, but helped me get some bigger guys in the lineup. So overall, not a bad night, 290. Could have did better, but I cashed, so I'm totally fine with that. So let's get into the cash game lineup. Like I said, I got 11 games for you tonight. A lot of people to pick, so let's get into it. So point guard going with Kyle Lowry here, facing the Lakers. We all know Lakers are just not doing good this year. I think Lowry will get you about 35, 40 points here against the Lakers. Look for him to have a good night. Also, DeMar DeRozan. Also in a tournament, you guys can pick Jonas Valanciunas, a center for Toronto. I think he will be a good GPP play, so keep an eye on him as well. Next, Kemba Walker. This guy's been hot in the last couple of games, facing a terrible, terrible Philly team. Surprisingly, Philly's not too bad against point guards, but I think Walker's still going to get you about 35 points. Still very cheap for what he gives you. Next is Jamal Crawford. I'm only picking this if JJ Redick is out. If not, obviously going to change him out, but Crawford should get you about 25 points here against Portland, and probably a high-scoring game. Next going with CJ McCollum. He has a little bit better matchup because he either has Redick, Stevenson, or Crawford on him. and they're not that good at defenders. So McCollum, I think, will get you about 30 points like he usually does. So look for him to have a good game here against the Clippers. All right, moving on, the small forward, I got Nicholas Batum. He had one off day, but I got right back at it the last game out. Facing a not good Philly team, so look for Batum to get you about 30 to 35 points, maybe a little higher, but probably around the 35 range area. All right, next, taking a little bit of a chance with DeMarre Carroll. Taking this chance because he's facing the Lakers. As we know, Lakers aren't good. Maybe Carroll can get you about 25, 30 points. He's coming off a little bit of an injury here, so hopefully he can produce for you. Next is Jared Solinger. He's been producing a lot with the minutes he's been given. He's not doing many minutes, but he's definitely making the best of it. He's been averaging 30 here quite a bit, so hopefully he gets you about 25 to 30 here once again. Next, Thaddeus Young. I don't know if I will stay with him. I might have him in one or two lineups, but he has faced in a good defense of Boston. Young's been very hot, though, so you may have to go with him. Maybe Terrence Jones. I don't know if I want to do that or not. Against Memphis. Memphis is not the defense they were last year, so maybe you can take a gamble on him. Porzingis maybe as well. But for now, I'm going to go with Solinger and Young at the power forward position. Last but not least, Marc Gasol. He has probably the best matchup for centers here in the upper tier of centers, price-wise. $7,500 taking on Houston, as we all know, terrible down low. So hopefully Marc Gasol gets you about 30, 35 points here. Also, if you want to take a little bit of a gamble, Zach Randolph, but Zach Randolph, I don't know, he's iffy sometimes. So next is the GPP lineup. So let's get into this one. So it's a little bit of a GPP. It could be a cash game as well. So let's get into it. So once again, point guard went with Kyle Lowry. Like I said, facing Lakers, not good of a defense at all against point guards. So look for him to have a good game. All right, this is a GPP pick, Ish Smith right here. Facing a very good San Antonio team. I think this will be a blowout. But Ish Smith should get some garbage time here against San Antonio. He's been consistent, maybe get you about 25 points. Like I said, he's facing a good defense, but hopefully in garbage time he will get you his face value. Next, going with Jimmy Butler here against Golden State. Some people may not pick this. This is why I'm picking him in a GPP lineup. Some people may stay away from Butler here, but I'm going to pick him here against Golden State. Butler is leading Chicago here. I think he'll get you about 40 points because he's going to have to step it up here to stay with Golden State. Once again, go with McCollum here against the Clippers. He has probably one of the only good matchups here for Portland. I'm fading Lillard and fading Amiu. So McCollum is the only Portland guy I'm probably going to be taking here tonight. All right, once again, going Nicholas Batum here against Philly. Like I said, not a good team at all. He should get you about 35 points. All right, next going with Jeff Green, GPP play. Jeff Green has been getting a lot more minutes and a lot more points here recently. He's usually in the starting lineup, facing a not good Houston team. So hopefully Jeff Green can get you about 25, 30 points. A very, very good GPP play. So try and pick him up if you guys can. All right, next three guys are just like on the other lineup, Young, Solinger, and Gasol. Like I said, you guys can try and change Young and Solinger if you want, but I see both of them probably getting about 25, 30 each, so I'm going to spend in the medium range for power forwards tonight. So as you see, I don't have any of the big guys. Like I said, I don't have any of the big guys right now. I will probably try and get them in the lineups. Like I said, this is just a rough draft lineup, guys. But for now, this is what I'm doing. Definitely Drummond. Drummond's a huge play here against Minnesota. Really liking him. Griffin as well. You guys can get in Kamaro, Anthony. Definitely get that. So definitely those three guys as well. A lot of very good plays out here tonight. If you guys want to take a chance with Gallinari, maybe you can do that as well. Bledsoe definitely could play, and Knight as well. But for shooting guard, you can get Knight, I would definitely, sorry, not Knight, Bloodstone, I would definitely go with Bloodstone. So, alright guys, hope everybody had a good day. Thursday, hope everyone has a good Friday. If you like this video, please leave a like. If you want to see more content, please hit the subscribe button. Alright guys, hope everyone has a good day, and thank you for watching.